Has the Golden State Warriors front office finally heard the desperate cries echoing from the Bay Area faithful? Are they at long last ready to address the glaring, fundamental weakness that has haunted this team for seasons, a weakness that has been exploited by every dominant big man in the league? For years, we've watched our beloved Dubs, a team built on perimeter brilliance and revolutionary small ball, struggle against the sheer physical force in the paint. We've seen the valiant efforts, the strategic adjustments, but deep down we've known something is missing. Now, with the trade deadline looming like a storm cloud on the horizon, whispers are turning into shouts, and a name is emerging that could fundamentally reshape the Warriors' identity. But here's the kicker. This potential game changer comes with a price so steep, it could break the hearts of some of our most passionate fans. Are the Warriors truly prepared to sacrifice a piece of their future, a fan favorite, for a chance to fortify their present and reclaim their defensive dominance? For too long, the Golden State Warriors have operated with a philosophical commitment to speed, skill, and shooting. It's a philosophy that has delivered for championships and revolutionized the game, but it's also one that has consistently left them vulnerable in the interior. While the acquisition of Al Horford in the offseason brought in valuable veteran leadership, championship pedigree, and a high basketball IQ, it hasn't fully solved the underlying issue. Horford is a brilliant player, but he's not the imposing, shot-blocking, rim-protecting behemoth that can consistently deter the league's most physically dominant centers. We've seen the likes of Nikola Jokic, Anthony Davis, and even Rudy Gobert have their way in the paint against the Warriors, often turning crucial games into an uncomfortable exhibition of brute force versus finesse. The perception within the organization, according to sources close to the team, is growing clearer. The Warriors need more physical presence in the paint. They need a true anchor, a defensive deterrent, a player who can rebound with authority and protect the rim with ferocity. The current roster, while stacked with perimeter talent, feels unbalanced. The reliance on guards and wings, while thrilling, has left the big man rotation feeling thin, lacking the versatility and depth required to withstand the rigors of full NBA season and the punishing grind of the playoffs. This isn't just about winning games. It's about survival in a league increasingly dominated by powerful bigs. And so, the scouting reports have been compiled, the analytics run, and a particular name has risen to the top of the Warriors' wish list: Walker Kessler, the towering young center for the Utah Jazz. Standing at a colossal 7 feet 2 inches, Kessler isn't just big, he's a defensive phenomenon. Since entering the league, he has rapidly established himself as one of the premier shot blockers in the NBA, a human fly swatter who seems to possess an innate ability to read offensive players and time his rejections perfectly. His defensive instincts are off the charts, his wingspan seemingly endless, and his impact on the paint is immediate and undeniable. He doesn't just block shots, he changes them, forcing opponents to alter their attack, to think twice before venturing into his domain. But Kessler isn't just a defensive specialist. He's also incredibly efficient on offense, particularly around the basket. His soft touch, his ability to finish lobs, and his strong presence on the offensive glass make him a valuable asset on both ends of floor. Last season, Kessler put up impressive averages of 11.1 points, 12.2 rebounds, and a staggering 2.4 blocks per game, all while shooting an incredible 66.3% from the field. These aren't just good numbers. These are elite numbers for a young center, painting a picture of a player who is already making a significant impact and has a tremendous ceiling for growth. At just 24 years old, Kessler represents not only an immediate upgrade, but also a foundational piece for the Warriors' future, a player who can anchor their defense for years to come as they navigate the transition beyond the Curry-Green-Thompson era. Now, for the hypothetical scenario that has set the rumor mill ablaze, as reported by Blue Man Hoop, the proposed trade package that could pry Kessler away from Utah involves sending a fan favorite, Brandon Podziemski, along with Tracy Jackson-Davis or another end-of-roster player, to the Jazz. In return, Walker Kessler would don the Golden State uniform, bringing his formidable presence to the Bay. Let's be brutally honest. From a purely tactical standpoint, this trade makes an immense amount of sense for the Warriors. It addresses their most pressing need with a player who is tailor-made to fill that void. Imagine a starting lineup with Kessler patrolling the paint. Draymond Green, already one of the greatest defenders of his generation, would be unleashed even further. He could roam. He could switch. He could orchestrate the defense with the knowledge that a 7'2" shot blocking machine is behind him, ready to clean up any mistakes. This would alleviate a significant defensive burden on Draymond, allowing him to conserve energy and potentially extend his prime. It would also offer a completely new dynamic to the team's collective system, transforming them from a good defensive team into a truly elite one, especially against the league's top-tier bigs. The Warriors would instantly become a nightmare matchup for teams that rely on interior scoring and rebounding. But here's where the emotional complexity, the gut-wrenching decision, comes into play. Brandon Podziemski, the young guard, has, in a remarkably short time, captured the hearts of the Warriors faithful. His infectious energy, his relentless hustle, his surprisingly advanced court vision, and his unwavering commitment to winning have made him an instant fan favorite. He plays with a veteran's poise, a competitor's fire, and a genuine love for the game that resonates deeply with the fan base. Losing Podziemski would mean parting with a significant piece of the franchise's future, a player who embodies the next generation of Warriors basketball. It would be a tough pill to swallow, a move that would undoubtedly divide opinions among the most loyal supporters. Is the immediate need for a dominant big man worth sacrificing a young guard who has shown so much promise and connected so deeply with the community? That is the agonizing question facing the front office. From Utah's perspective, such a trade would make sense if they are fully committed to a rebuild, acquiring a young, high-upside guard like Podziemski, who has already proven he can contribute at the NBA level, along with another young player in Jackson Davis, and potential more draft capital, would provide them with valuable assets to shape their future. They would be trading a proven, impactful center for a package that aligns with a long-term vision. For the Warriors, this isn't just about adding a player. It's about recalibrating their identity. It's about recognizing that while small ball brought them glory, the modern NBA demands a certain level of interior presence to consistently compete for championships. Kessler would provide that missing piece, that physical anchor that allows the perimeter brilliance of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green to shine even brighter. He would solidify their defense, improve their rebounding, and give them a legitimate answer to the league's most imposing big men. This is a move that screams championship window, a clear signal that the Warriors are not content with just being contenders. They want to be the contender. With the trade deadline of February 5th rapidly approaching, the next few weeks are going to be nothing short of intense. The Warriors front office, led by Mike Dunleavy Jr., faces a monumental decision. Do they make the bold, potentially unpopular move to acquire Walker Kessler, fundamentally altering their roster and solidifying their interior defense, even if it means saying goodbye to a beloved young talent like Brandon Podziemski? Or do they hold firm, trusting in their current roster and the development of their existing bigs, hoping that their perimeter firepower will be enough? The debate is raging, both within the league's inner circles and among the passionate Dubs fan base. If the Warriors do decide to take this audacious step, Walker Kessler could very well be the name that not only shores up Golden State's frontcourt, but also reestablishes their defensive dominance, setting them on a clear path towards another championship run. Until then, we'll be watching, waiting, and debating every single rumor that surfaces. So, Warriors Nation, what's your take? Is Walker Kessler the missing piece that pushes the Warriors over the top? And is Brandon Podziemski a price you're willing to pay for that kind of interior dominance? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you believe the Warriors need to make a big move, and subscribe to the channel to stay on top of all the breaking Golden State Warriors news and analysis. Let's keep this conversation going.